dear customers, distributors, partners, colleagues, and competitors. Welcome to this India-focused web seminar on future-proof connectivity plus products on data, power, and signal transmission for railway products. My name is Girish Rao, and together with my colleague Thiru, Sethu, and Anup, we will take you through some interesting presentation. So thank you very much for your patience, and we have a separate session for question answer at the end of this event, and don't forget to post your question on this chat box, beg your pardon, and we will come back to you at the end of this event. So my colleagues from headquarters are also online, and we'll switch over to headquarters. Over to you, Detlef.
Thank you very much, Girish and your team, for organizing this digital customer event for our customers in India. So here we are at SPE headquarters and in our HARTING forum. So this is the new presentation opportunity for all our local subsidiaries around the world. And it's a must that we have this contact to you due to the Corona pandemic. It is really a pity that we can't see you personally. But for today, we have really good stuff, good content for you. And I would like to introduce my colleague from the left side, Norbert Gemmeke, Managing Director, HARTING Electric, Dr. Kurt Bettenhausen, Board Member for New Technologies, and Ralf Klein, Managing Director, HARTING Electronics, and Christian Schumacher, Managing Director of HARTING Customized Solutions. So this is really a very warm welcome from SPE. And now I would like to press the button for the welcome speech of our CEO, Philipp Harting.
Dear customers, distributors, and business partners in India, dear employees of HARTING India, dear Girish, I'm delighted to welcome you here from our SPE headquarters to our regional event of the HARTING Experts Camp for India. We are the network of future technologies, and the connections are what counts. The future needs these connections because even seemingly wireless future technologies such as 5G will not be viable without connectivity. That's why we at the HARTING Technology Group are consistently rethinking connectors, creating a strong link between today and tomorrow. We are summing this up with the term Connectivity Plus. I am confident about the further course of HARTING in this market, which is so important for us. We are now looking back on 15 years of successful developments of our Indian subsidiary. We consider the Indian market to be one of the most important worldwide in our long-term growth strategy. In the two regional events for India, we will be focusing on topics revolving around railways, mechanical engineering, robotics, interlogistics, and energy distribution. Our experts will now show you what the HARTING solution for your industry might look like. I wish you engaging presentations, and please stay healthy.
We'll start our proceedings for this event, and our first presenter of the day is my colleague Thiru. Thiru is Regional Product Manager for HARTING Electric range of products. So welcome, Thiru.
Thanks, Girish.
What is your topic, Thiru?
Today I'll be discussing about two topics, that is high performance interface for high current and voltages, and the second one is energy efficiency through weight reduction.
Great, super. Good luck.
Thank you, Girish. Again, good afternoon and welcome you all. In today's presentation, like I said, two topics I'm going to cover. On the first topic on high current interfaces, I'd like to introduce a new product called Han HPTC. HPTC stands for High Performance Transformer Connector. In HPTC, we have three variants. One is 400 amps and 850 amps and 1400. 400 amps and 850 comes in cable size 2, and 1400 comes in size 3. And the voltage rating, 400 amps it's rated for 2.3 kV, and 850 amps and 1400 amps it's for 4.8 kV. All three connectors are 360-degree shielding protection, and it meets all the relevant railway standards. Coming back to the product, this product is a low complex and simple assembly, and it offers safety and security during assembly, and we don't require any heat sinking tube and sealant for this particular product. I'll show you the assembly process first. Now you can see the male contact is terminated to the cable, and then the male contact is inserted from the rear side into the housing. In the housing, we need to place the plastic insulator, and once the plastic insulator is placed, and then you have the rear contact inserted, we have a slider which controls the orientation and alignment of the male contact. This particular slider and the plastic interface make sure there is no stress to the male contacts. And finally, we have one more plastic piece which covers the contact interface, and we have the cover on the top. This product is IP67 rated, and on request we'll be able to offer IP69 product also. And we have a mechanical coding in this particular product where you can do 16 coding. And on the lower side of presentation, you can see the equipment side interface. You can directly connect to the existing transformers without changing any mounting holes. Coming to the application, like I said in the beginning, it is a product which is specially designed for transformer secondary output. And on some of the benefits you can see here, product offers longer lifetime due to the low complex and optimized design, and it offers the cost saving because complete assembly can be done on the customer side without any additional tools. Also, the product offers the weight saving because of the plastic insulator and the aluminum frame, and the product is robust and easy to assemble. When it comes to 1400 amps, you need to stack two connectors with the same the basic 400 amps and 800 amps module. Next on my product introduction is HPR variation. It's a multifunctional interface. It's in particular for intercar jumper, which requires the detachable and replaceable connector interfaces. This particular variation, it's a alternate to distribution box with optimized cable routing, and it offers cost saving. I'll show you the product. This is a product, and it's a two-piece design with a removable cover and a housing. The housing, it has a two-layer design in line with our HPR 24 HPR, and the cover is designed in such a way that the water or any ingress doesn't get into the mounting screws or into the body. In that way, you don't end up in corrosion in the field. Also, this product is compatible for data, power, and signal, and it's a two-layer design. You can have the maximum of 650 amps HC contacts and of six HC contacts, and a maximum of 180 square mm cable can be used. And along with the product, we offer a customized mounting bracket, which offers which can be used for mechanical strain relief and also for electrical grounding. On the HPR, on the application side, this particular product can be used for intercar jumpers, and it can be mounted on roof, on car body, as well as on the bogie or end wall. On the bogie and the car end wall. On the customer side, benefits, again, it offers a longer lifetime due to optimal design and time saving, because you can do the cable installation and maintenance in the field by fixing the housing into the end wall or under frame, and it offers a weight saving. It can be an immediate replacement for a distribution box, and it has high flexible and it has full compatibility for whatever HPR offers. It has a full compatibility. Next on my topic is energy efficiency through weight reduction. In railways, weight is one of the key tasks. Weight reduction is one of the key tasks. More compact, lightweight connectors and reduced weight cable assemblies offers weight reduction. When you compare in terms of train, this may be minimal, but it can give a significant cost saving when it goes with the wagon level. With our long experience in railways, we came up with a new product called HPR Compact. I have a HPR Compact and HPR the standard 24B housing here. You can see HPR Compact is in the weight wise it's smaller. Sorry, the size wise it's smaller to the standard HPR. Also weight wise it is almost around 25% less. It is compactable to the this product is compactable for standard monoblock as well as modular and HC inserts, and it has high flexibility. You can have extenders and you can increase the size of the cable termination area. And when we have a size reduction, there is a limitation comes along with this particular HPR Compact. We can go only for M40, where in the standard version we can go up to M50. Also, we can take only up to HC 360 contacts, where you can take HC 650 contacts. Yeah, and next on my presentation is Han-1A. HARTING follows the trend of miniaturization. Robust connectivity solution with high contact density in a limited space. In a limited space, it's critical for miniaturization. Han-1A is an answer to this particular miniaturization trend. Han-1A, it's a I have an Han-1A here and a 3A. This is the smallest connector in our product family. It is around 30% smaller to the on 3A, and it has an unlimited application possibilities. You can use it for data, power, as well as the signal. And you can see here. We have 7 insert types. The maximum it can take, it can have a 16 amps contact and 400 volt. And if you can see the data side, you can use it for Cat6 with M12 insert. And we can create your own, because of its design versatility. We can design your own connector from an IP620 to IP65. Just a matter of changing the wire seals and adding strain reliefs. You can achieve IP65. On the application side, the product is here. In transportation, it's mainly prefer. You can use it for speakers and on the indicating lights and headlights and illumination and door systems. This completes my presentation. For more details of the product, please visit our website, where you can see the product details as well as the videos. Thanks.
Thank you, Thiru, for this interesting presentation. So, ladies and gentlemen, time for our next presenter. Welcome, Sethu Balaji. Sethu Balaji is head of our HARTING customized solution product group. So, what are you going to present, Sethu?
Today, I'm going to take about intervehicle couplers for high current as well as communication. Good luck. Thank you. Once again, good afternoon all. I'm Sethu Balaji. I'm taking here. I would like to cover the HARTING customized solution, whether it is a cable assembly or modification or entirely a new product development. HARTING does the complete customized solution as per the individual customers, and we deliver a rapid, flexible, and across the globe. And all the solutions are product based of HARTING portfolio in general, so you can get the end-to-end solution of HARTING. So it can be a box build or it can be an integrated solution for a complete system. So what you get as an offer are solutions: the mechanical and electrical constructions of 2D and 3D, and system engineering, conceptual solution, simulation, and nevertheless, we do the complete validation and certification of the design and the development of the product, what we are doing it. So in that way, a customer gets the complete package from HARTING. So getting into the jumper solutions, what HARTING does, we are there between the wagons, under the wagon also, on top of the wagon also. In this case, since the topic talks about the high current as well as communication, let me get into the high current solutions first. So what are the HARTING range of products we have and how we handle? We handle more than multiple products in high current, in that we can have 650 ampere rating and we can handle up to 4 kV in terms of voltage. And by the way, we have a range of connectors from single pole to 10 pole in a single shell. Addition to that, some of the basic and key standards in railway, we have environmental conditions. So we meet IP68 or above IP69K with a high pressure railway connectors, that is HPR connectors. And we are a corrosion resistant product, and it is having with a screw locking termination, as well as we do have with the lever system also. And we meet most of the standards related to the shock and vibration, IEC 61373. And then we have two different type of termination. One is a crimp and axial. By the way, we meet all the fire and safety standards of railway, fuel 94V0, then EN 45545 HL3. Then, as a product, as a power application context, we handle the cable size from 6 square mm to 240 square mm. Again, we have a 650 ampere range of current and 4 kVA is our voltage rating. So it's a single piece construction. And as I already mentioned it, there are different type of termination, crimp termination, axle screw, as well as a screw with a bus bar termination also is possible. And we have an inspection hole where the termination can be get inspected whenever it is being crimped or it's been terminated. So getting into the application now, I would like to say that this high current jumpers or intravehicular system is getting into traction and subsystems where customer can get into inverter solutions and bogie connectors or bogie connection, disconnectors, and superior towards robust, and it allows the fast maintenance. Why is it so? Whenever there is a disconnect is required, obviously you can do it at a fast manner. Not when the conventional, it is not possible. And again, we meet the high quality of standards in Ingress production of IP69K. So it's one of the classical example. What you're seeing here is a 10 pole of us completes 350 ampere power jumpers between the LTJB to LTJB. So this is in a single connector. So what customer get is need not have an individual connector. He can have a cluster of connector in a single shell. And then getting into the next level of application, we have a power jumpers in the distribution box in the underfloor, as well as inside the wagon, as well as between the wagons also. So then getting into the communication, yes, HARTING has a wide range of communication modules as well as connectors, in which the conventional quintax is there, megabit is there, gigabit is also there. And we have recently launched with the hand decode and Xcode, and we do have with the RS485 D-sub connectors. So we can handle the portfolio of MVB and then WDV as well as Ethernet up to category 7, Cat 7. So what you get? You get a modular section or a modular selection. We are the leader in it. You know it very well. Quintax, you can have it in a connector, and megabit as well as gigabit. Now, and last but not least, for your RS485 CAN bus, and we have a D-sub solution. So then it is not only between the wagons or under the wagons, we are inside the wagon also. In what way? The train control system for the cable and the Ethernet cables, MVB, WTB, as well as we give for solution for Profibus cable assemblies and IP and D-sub and M12. So now, and now I'm getting into the engineered jumpers. These jumpers are created based on the customer specific, because every customer has its own specification, and we can give the solution between the underfloor as well as the roof variants also. Again, as you all know that we can handle data power signal in a single system, and we can handle the hybrid system also. And it is purely completely tested. Sorry for that. It's completely tested and including a dynamic and endurance testing, because the endurance testing is a vital one when we have a jumper solution in the underfloor as well as on the between the wagons, and it is suitable for the retrofit projects too. And getting into the interesting topic that HARTING has its own competency center for jumper. Here comes into the complete end-to-end solutions in one roof. What it is so. We do a complete engineering support and calculation, design, and then we validate against the standards. Then we improvise the product based on the dynamic as well as static movement, as well as 3D and 2D simulation will be done. So what is intervehicular jumper? In general, the transition cables are installed between the backends as well as these. We can handle hybrid cable assembly as well as conduit system. In that, what we do in the engineering phase, we try to get all the mechanical details, electrical details, as well as the movement details for the length determination, and vehicle parameters will be studied thoroughly from the customer based on the railroad condition, and the track parameter will be get simulated along with the complete system what we do, and a complete 3D mock-up will be run for the customer. So end of the day, customer gets the complete solution in the type test phase with the shock and vibration, as well as he gets with the simulation part with the 3D robotic, where he has complete freedom to check on the life cycle of the product what we have developed. So here again, customer gets the complete report from us. The benefit of the customer is it's a technically designed executed by HARTING, and detailed planning of the component can be handled by HARTING, and reduction of total cost of ownership, no hidden cost in it, and quality risk free, and the customer can trust that it is completely tested and ready to fit and go. And it's a global support, end-to-end solution, and data and signal powers are in a one solution you'll be getting from HARTING. Thank you.
That was very interesting, Sethu, to know about Jumper Competency Center. I think our customers will definitely benefit from our competencies as far as rail jumper cables are concerned. So with this, I would like to invite our last presenter, Mr. Anup, who's a product manager for device connectivity. So welcome, Anup, here on stage. So I believe you're talking about data transmission, right?
Yeah, it is going to be a powerful interfaces for high-speed communication in railways.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So this is going to be more on the communication, and as we are aware of, communication is key in railway. It is for the speed of the train as well as for the safety of the train. So we will see a lot of things about the interfaces, what HARTING is providing, and the solutions what we are having. We will go back to a little bit. Earlier we were having MVB and WTB communication system. It was a bus system, serial bus system, where we were using the D-sub 9-pin connector MVB communication, and Inducom 9-pin solutions were already being used by many of you. So that is already there. We are also having metal hoods for D-sub connectors and the entire range for serial bus communication. What is next? So people are now moving to the Ethernet backbone. So in starting, 100 Mbps was quite sufficient, and then we came up with the solution in decoded circular connectors, RJ45, and many more. And that was for 4-wire system, 100 Mbps. But as the speed in the communication Ethernet increases, people then shifted to the gigabit Ethernet. We came up with the solution as well. We have M12 connectors for gigabit Ethernet up to 10 Gbps, and that is with M12 X-coded connectors, push-pull, pre-link, and then Han 3A RJ45 solutions as well. Now all these solutions are with IP20 to IP65, 67, and even up to IP69K. So it meets all the railway standards, and it depends on where it is being used. You can select your product, and we will help you out. So the next topic is going to be all for Ethernet. Ethernet is the key as of now, and we have basic interfaces which are known to most of the customers. Which are the major Ethernet interfaces? We have RJ Industrial, M8M12 circular connectors. We have unmanaged switches. We have Han RJ45, which can be used in Han-Modular connectors. We have ready-made patch cords, cable assemblies. We have HART, which is a service port, and many more solutions. So what is new in the industry? So a few years back, we have launched IX Industrial. Now this was a game changer. How? It was 70% smaller, as you can see over here. So 70% smaller than the regular RJ45, and having a double locking mechanism, and it is having 5,000 mating cycles. So that was something incredible. We didn't stop up to here. It is only a single step towards the miniaturization. Then we moved to the Ethernet of the future. So what is the future? And this might be very interesting for all the designers who are listening to this webinar is a single pair Ethernet. You might have heard about it. Let us go a little bit more about it in the coming slides. So single pair Ethernet is going to be the future. A single pair, only two wires are going to do a Gbps, or you can say gigabit of communication, and the communication can go up to 1 kilometer. Whereas the traditional RJ45 or M12 connectors of the Ethernet, 4 wire and 8 wire, can go only up to 100 meters. So in application of railways, where our connectors are going, it can be used in vehicle control systems, passenger information systems, which we call it as the PAPIS, brake control systems, door control systems, HVAC, and many more, even in the Excel counters. So we have the solution for both device side, which could be a PCB or it could be a panel, as well as on the cable side. So entire package we can provide. Coming back to the single pair Ethernet, we call it as a T1 industrial connector. Now this is the future. Let us see some of the advantages of it. It's an open communication protocol, enabler for IIoT, real-time communication with TSL, up to 1 Gbps for automation networks. Very soon it is going to be up to 10 Gbps. Power over data line. It is a standard interface for planning security. A weight reduction. So instead of 8 wires, now you have 2 wires. So definitely there is a 50 to 60% of weight reduction. Shock and vibration proof. So this is going to be the game changer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anup. I'm sure single pair Ethernet will be a real game changer in future. So with this, we have finished most of the presentation from India, and I request my colleague Detlef to take over and start headquarter presentation.
Yes, again, thank you very much for your presentations and really interesting content and regarding the plans for your customers in India. So we would like to show you some highlights. The SPE topic, SPE as a game-changing technology. Yes, for sure, this is really the right thing. And we would like to show you some other hot stuff regarding DC connectivity, decentral energy storage, and so on, and what are really the big mega trends of connectivity for the future. So please press the button, and we will hear and see you soon back in 10-15 minutes. Thank you. A very warm welcome to our digital customer event. Connectivity for future technologies is a storyline. We would explain to you what are the industrial megatrends and what are the answers of the HARTING Technology Group in developing new powerful connectivity. And this I will do together with my colleagues and experts. The first is Dr. Kurt Bettenhausen. He is a new board member for new technologies and development. The second expert is Mr. Norbert Gemmeke, Managing Director, HARTING Electric. And Ralf Klein, Managing Director, HARTING Electronics. And last but not least, Christian Schumacher, Managing Director of HARTING Customized Solutions. And now, Kurt, it's your stage to explain what Connectivity Plus is the benefit for our customers.
Thank you for joining me on this quick journey regarding Connectivity Plus. When we think about the future trends and mega trends in society, we take a closer look at 3 major trends we want to focus on here at HARTING. Number 1, this is sustainability. No matter of fact, we must focus on sustainability in the future. Otherwise, this planet will not last forever. As a second step and the second mega trend on our side, we see the demographic change. We're all getting older. I include myself first, and maybe that in many years from now, I will not be capable anymore of doing what I used to do in the past and will need some assistance. So increasing the autonomy of technical systems is a must for me in order to stay agile and to somehow master the future for myself. And last but not least, we see the deglobalization. The current pandemic has shown us how the system, logistics globally are stretching, folding, unfolding. So for us, it is of major importance that we can deliver our products and serve our customers wherever needed. The same applies to you. So as a matter of fact, we must deal with these major trends in society. Coming from the societal perspective, we can easily derive technology megatrends, looking forward into 2030. And on the technology side, we see three major trends we want to focus on. Number one, modularity. Some of you may mention that this is very old. In engineering schools, this has been a matter of subject for the last 40 years, even longer, and we all learned how to apply it. But honestly, taking a closer look on how we act today, especially in large-scale projects, very often, getting closer to the end of the project, some of the modularity at least gets lost. If we want to act sustainably in the future, it is mandatory that we can easily replace certain modules and must not replace the entire plant. The same applies for products. Nobody would throw a car away just by thinking about the tires are too used and cannot be used any longer on the road. So as a matter of fact, we replace a single item and not the entire object. Thinking about the demographic change and the autonomy of technical systems, the obvious example is some mechanical help assisting me in my personal and private life. On the other side, the most fanciest, obvious example is the automated driving. We are looking forward to seeing a car on automation level 4 in the car industry, getting us wherever we want to be without even offering a steering wheel or a brake pedal. Thinking further about autonomy in industry, our objective is that we have to deal with many, many information at the same time and at a very short time. So on the one hand side, information overflow. On the other side, too little time to act responsibly. Increasing the autonomy of systems will help us mastering future challenges, again, including sustainability, by making smarter decisions regarding efficiency and effectiveness of plants, cars, module, whatever you want to think about. Let's take a closer look at the third megatrend, the digital twin. It's one of the buzzwords recently, has been for a couple of years now. Some people always tell you we are already there. We know how to use a digital twin. We offer a digital twin. But just like in automated driving, we can think about several levels. Having a digital twin of level 5 means that we have a very precise model of a single object or an entire plant that can predict for an unforeseeable time horizon very accurately how the system will behave in the future. Why do we need this? If we want to increase the autonomy, again, consider this, we need a technical system offer us the opportunity assessing the impact of our actions on the machine, the object, the plant, the car, whatever you're considering, in order to improve the performance. So we must have a prediction capability in our systems. This is what the digital twin is going to offer. Now, how this is going to impact our product portfolio at HARTING is a simple way that can be derived easily. We start with the megatrends in society, we derive the megatrends in technology, and this is how we're going to create, at the very end in our product development storyline and timeline, the connectivity of the future. Using megatrends in society, using megatrends in technology, and creating the portfolio that's going to serve you best in the future. And this is what my colleagues are going to explain you in detail in a few seconds. Thank you very much.
Kurt Bettenhausen presented our orientation in the direction of Connectivity Plus. I like to show you what is behind this for heavy-duty connectors and especially in the direction of all for LNG. Let's start with DC. DC, that is a mega trend from my point of view for the future. And what we see here is that DC should be made work in the factory automation side. For this, it is a must to have a more intelligent connector. This connector needs some actuators and sensors which must be integrated in the plant automation system. With the smart electrical connector, there are first prototypes to do this. But now let's move in the direction of energy storage systems. Renewable energy, that is the mega trend for the future. And this mega trend will at least need some more connectivity, some more intelligent connectivity. With HARTING, we have a lot of this connectivity. We have it for single pole, we have it with power, data, and signal. And for all this, we have a good presentation prepared today. If you look at the presentation, you see the application here is a connector for energy storage modules. This connector fulfills the requirements around the world, so to say, everything what is needed for energy storage systems, especially the UL things. And the advantages are error-free connections, safe installation, easy and fast assembly, and compliance to UL. I already mentioned this. But this is not enough. You need more if you think about flexible energy storage systems. A good example for this is the Rinspeed MetroSnap. It's mobile-wise a good solution, but it's also connectivity-wise a good solution. This solution integrates power, signal, and data. And the most important thing for the customers is that we work with a configurator. You can do everything you need in a configurator, and in zero time you have available the data you need for this. All these products fulfill the sustainability, the modularity, and everything you need for a sure and safe connection. But this is not enough. HARTING very early started with the electromobility. This electromobility is one of the fast-growing markets, and we are the tier 1 supplier, as already mentioned, for VW. With this VW, we have a really good partner, and this plug has fulfilled all the requirements you need. But this is not enough. In the future, there are additional requirements for wall boxes and for high-speed charging and for higher currents. HARTING is working in this direction, and with this comment, I would close All for Energy and hand over to my colleague, Ralf Klein.
After the trend All for Energy, I will now explain the importance of data for the industry. The last year has shown the importance of data and communication for the whole humanity. In the industry today, communication is mainly based on the well-known infrastructure that you can see here, on the automation pyramid. You all know the different levels of the automation pyramid and the devices that are used today. Is that the right structure for the future, for the IoT in the future in the industry? We don't think so. We think it's not flexible enough in order to cover the different trends shown before, like digital twin or modular systems in production. Our expectation is that the automation pyramid is going to flip around, that the communication levels used today and protocols used today are going to significantly change. We expect proprietary protocols for communication to vanish and today's Ethernet protocols to merge into one. Our expectation for the future is that single pair Ethernet is going to be the communication standard in the industry. It allows all devices to speak one language only, and it allows that the cloud is communicating directly with the field level via its IP address of the device. We are very proud that we have set the standard for single pair Ethernet. Now, in the future of IoT, do you define the future and generate it together? We are convinced that you need strong partnership to bring the IoT in the future. And that is why, as you will know, we have installed the SPE Industrial Partner Network 1.5 years ago. Together with 6 technology leaders who are all committed to promote the ecosystem and the standard together. Now, you might ask yourself, how far is that still in the future, or is it already becoming reality? And I'm showing you here the different solutions that you already find from companies in the partner program in the different levels of the ecosystem, components and devices. And you see that really the ecosystem is going to be filled up already today by the offerings out of the partner program. So it's really a growing ecosystem. You see more and more devices. We are very proud that today already we have 45 technology leaders, partners in the partner program from all over the world. So SPE really is reality today, and our SPE Industrial Partner Network is the leading global network. So that is regarding the communication between devices. What happens if you go into a device? And with our new connectivity solution, Han-Modular, we're giving an answer for IoT within the devices. Today, an engineer has the challenge to pick out of existing solutions the right one, and very often he has to make a compromise because he doesn't find the right solution. With Han-Modular, he can configure his connector as he perfectly needs it, out of elements for signal, power and data. We have brought the best together out of 2 worlds, out of our heavy-duty modular connectivities solutions where we are market leader for many years, as well as our board connectivity experience. And by that, you get the perfect offering for IoT in and outside the device.
Welcome to the world of customized solutions for you. Today I'd like to talk to you about system cabling, the perfect link for all your applications in your markets. We, as HARTING, has a lot of connectivity around your solution needs. Means we integrate the solutions in your devices according to the market standard, of course. And it doesn't matter if you are working in Kubernetes or even if you work in fiber optics. We can get the whole network work together, approved, reliable to your needs. For example, in the fiber optics, you can get rotoring solutions from us without any touch in between. You can use them, for example, in the windmill industry. Even you can use them in machinery or in robotics. So we transfer the data without any touch from one point to the other point by 2 turning possibilities in bidirectional system technology. Even if you go a little bit stronger in the direction of overmold solutions, if there is a need of overmolding, of course, all your connectivity can be done also with overmold solutions. That's the HARTING system cabling world. In the next step, I like to go to collaborative engineering. Collaborative engineering means we are doing both know-how together. Your know-how in your solutions and even our know-how in the connectivity world are creating the right solutions. Efficiency and safe is one of the first things that we are thinking for. And even we are fast in doing this. Means we have this possibility around the whole HARTING range of connectors. Time and cost efficiency are one of the priority solutions after, of course, the safetiness in all approved solutions. Today I go a little bit deeper to the railway transportation business. For example, the whole jumpers, what you see on these pictures here, are done from HARTING engineers for some customers. Means the customer said, this is the train, please do the engineering job for us. We need to transfer the energy and the data signals from one part to the other part in the trains. You're welcome to go with us in this way. Even the testing centers we have in-house, we have a huge robotic system here in-house, so we can test and evaluate, for example, 1 million kilometers drive by this jumper cable sets. They are approved, reliable for all in this direction worldwide needs and certifications. Another example are these junction boxes. In the case of the junction boxes, there's a lot of engineering things to do. Of course, no magic, but a lot of experience is needed to do this efficiency and really fast, and price-wise, we are competitive around the world with a global footprint. Another example, this is an example coming from the data center world in safetiness. This is a fuse holder box solution. One is on the other side in the normal power network, and the other is going directly to the PDUs. In the middle, you see a fuse holder solution makes the system safe. This is an engineered solution from HARTING for a customer. You are welcome to go in this way with collaborative engineering for us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for your patience, and thank you very much for my colleagues for their presentations. And now it's up to you to give us your feedback and to give us your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for this nice presentation. It was quite insightful for all of us, and I'm sure our audience also enjoyed looking into this future-proof connectivity solution which is coming up from HARTING. It's time for question answers. We have received plenty of questions from our audience. Thank you very much. But before that, I would like our headquarters to answer a few questions. So I would like Detlef to take over and answer some of the questions. I'm sure you must be seeing live on your screen there. Over to
Yes,
you,
thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Girish. And now we are live here back in our headquarters in Espelkamp. And the first question is, so it's not a miracle, it's regarding our railway market approach. So this question is to Ralf Klein. In railway market, we use many circular connectors for control panels, converters, electrical cabinets, etc. We understand HARTING as a rectangular connector supplier. Is there any plan to develop and to increase your business in circular connectors in future?
Let me ask first the question in the direction of a circular product portfolio, which we already have today in our range. We have a huge range of circular metric connectors, like especially M12 connectors, which are very relevant for the railway market. And there really we have a lot of products where we distinguish ourselves from the offering that you find somewhere else. We have set the standard for push-pull connectivity so that you don't have to screw anymore, but you can connect and disconnect your connector only by pushing and pulling with a click. And that reduces the assembly time by roughly 70%. And that is especially important in railway, where you don't have a lot of space, where sometimes the switches are in a position where it's not so easy to access and where the assembly is complicated. So for circular metric products, we have already today a very good offering dedicated for the railway market, dedicated for quick assembly and for high performance, for high data rates. For the larger circular connectivity, perhaps Norbert, would you want to add something to this?
Yes, of course. I think, circular, what Ralf described, is more on the installation base. We focus in the direction of higher power and higher voltage solutions, and there we are well known as a rectangular offering, but we also look in the direction of circular. So at the end, if you look at higher power and higher current, also circular is important for us. So it's circular and circular, so to say.
Okay, so thank you. And the next question is for Girish. So we would just to mix it up. So Girish, your question.
All right, thank you, Detlef. We have also received a lot of questions here. So I would like to invite some of our presenters here because it is specific to some of the topics here. So first question is asked by a customer. He says that we understand from your presentation of VarioShell that it can be mounted on undercar side as well as wall and roof mounted. How about shock and vibration approval? Which category does the product meet? So Sethu, you will answer or Thiro, you will answer?
It's my questions to me. Variation, it's a question for variation, and variation, it's been tested for vibration and shock. It meets IEC 61373 class 1, sorry, category 1 class B, that is bogie mounted. And this particular product not only vibration, shock and vibration proof, and it's been tested for all the railway relevant standards, and it offers IP69K also in terms of ingress protection.
Thank you. Thank you. Next question is about our jumper cable competence support. And the question is, how can the jumper cable competence center support Indian customers? How can you ensure HARTING respond to customer in a timely manner? So I think, Sethu, this question is for you.
Yeah. With respect to competency center, we have a fully fledged robotic system is already available in our Germany laboratory, where we can do the track parameter simulation, and we can do the vibration test as well as shock test, as well as we can do the end-to-end endurance test validation also. In terms of fast response, we already have enough quotation database for each and individual cables used in it and the hybrid cables assembly, as well as we have a conduit system. In that way, we can respond to the time on to the customer.
The question was about Indian support.
Yes.
So are you equipped enough? Your team is skilled enough to
we have already
in a timely manner?
we have a well equipped system in place. We have some of the displacement testers already available in India, and we have a simulation software. We can do the simulation with our limit with support of global. We can do it.
Thank you. Another question we have on single pair Ethernet. It says the question is whether single pair Ethernet is already used in any of the railway products in the world. How much time single pair Ethernet will take to replace conventional Ethernet RJ45 or MTEL connectors used for communication, according to HARTING experts?
Yeah.
Anup.
So as it is being mentioned, and I think the question has come before Ralph has taken up, this single pair Ethernet is now ready. So it is going to be the future, and there will be a time where RJ45 M12 connectors, the conventional Ethernet and single pair Ethernet will go together, and then in future there is a possibility that single pair Ethernet will take over because of its large advantages. So the teams are working, the engineers who are listening to the webinar, it is the time for you to start working on single pair Ethernet. In India, already the customers are there who have started working on it, and maybe in 1 or 2 years it will be deployed in the railway as well.
Thank you, Anup. So we have many more questions, but unfortunately due to time constraint, we cannot answer all the questions, but we promise that we will get back to you personally, each and every one of you who have asked a question during this live session. So we'll come back to you personally along with our team and answer to your question. And that's all from our side, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank my colleagues here, the presenters here, as well as the support staff from Hong Kong, mainly Ada, Sherry, Jackie, and support from our Indian colleagues, Indra and George. So they have been working for quite some time, to set up everything. So thanks to all of them for doing this wonderful job. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, from our side, and wish you all a good evening. Thank you, headquarters. Thank you, colleagues from Germany. So thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.